Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, everyone. It is time for our Saturday Morning Lotro. And I am your host, Ferone the Gnome. We're going to be playing Lord of the Rings online. And in this particular episode, we are going to be playing my level 120 human champion, Lorandon. We are in the Dell. If y'all remember from the Hobbit movie, or Hobbit books, he goes to an area called Lake Town. And in Lake Town, there was this big, I don't know what you call it. There's a big contraption. It shoots a javelin thing, massive javelin thing. It only has one shot. And they used that to kill Smog, the dragon that was in the Lonely Mountain. And the Dell is right past that. So that is where we are at right now. By the way, it is November 2nd, 2024, going on 7:30 a.m. I am about a half hour late. But you know what they say? Que sera, sera. Let's move on. All right, we're going to get into the game here, see where I was the last time I logged off of him. Hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. It's just starting for me. It's Saturday morning. I know people watch from around the world, so as always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, morning, night, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. We'll get into this game if it finally loads up. Got the coffee. Straight black the way I like it. Don't need anything special in it. It's the way God intended it. All right. Get my bearings here. Check our bags and all that kind of fun stuff. Alrighty. Special shout out to Anna V in the Philippines. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Let me see. 7:31 a.m. here. That means it's probably 8:30 p.m. in the Philippines, I think. I can do math.
Thus was Broja made Lord of Dale, and by the dwarf king Thror, gifted the name Girion Ironbolt, and a black arrow, thrice forged, hard enough to pierce through stone.
That's the spear I was talking about. That was used to kill Smog. Alright, so let's see. We got landscape token and a whole whopping 100 virtue experience. Hold me back. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this in my shared storage. I always hold on to things like this. And we need to clean up our inventory. It is just full. I was doing a bunch of fishing out here the other day, last time I was playing on him, trying to get a particular fishing deed completed. That's a pretty good one. We do not want to get rid of that. Trying to make sure I don't throw away things that I actually want to keep when I sell here. I probably should have done all this before getting on, but you know, that's how life goes. Don't need a lot of this stuff. Oh, definitely want to keep that. That's how this, it's a free-to-play game, Lord of the Rings Online. By the way, it's at lotro.com. You can head over there, create an account, download the game for free, and play 95 levels of it completely free. I do absolutely recommend it. But that's how they get you, is they give you all kinds of crap to take up your inventory space so that you end up spending money for more inventory space. how the world goes. Alright. Inventory's halfway okay now. Not fantastic, but we can deal with that. So let's take a look at our map here, see what we got going on in the way of quest. We need to head back down to the Long Lake. There's the lake town I was talking about. We've got something here. We need to meet somebody, and we still need to go up here and meet with somebody. So let's go find... Oh yeah, let's get this, clean up our quest log a little bit. These are the pages that I'm picking up around here, the lost lore, but they don't need to be over here on the quest tracker. Alright, let's see, where is this individual? Such a beautiful game, it really is. Oh, I want to check something real quick.
Beg your pardon.
That's what I'm trying to get right there. Return to Dell. Holy moly, I think I actually have the faction to finally get it. I do. I was not expecting that. Very cool. Tome of Smog Kite that buys you a kite that you can use. Alright, so what I just got there, yeah, it doesn't go into there, it immediately gets used, is this right here. I now can teleport to Dell. That's awesome. I was not expecting to have the faction already, so... Surprise!
Perhaps the age of men is truly come. Or so it seems to me, when the greatest wisdom is to break what you hold dear, and to loose your shackles with forgetfulness.
I love those. Where you pick up the pages and it gives you a narration. That is awesome. I wish there was more of that in the game.
And so this arrow was forged for you, my son. May you never need it, yet keep it well. For some distant day, it may save us all.
And as y'all well know from The Hobbit, it did. Just kind of looking around, seeing if I find any more pages, and lo and behold, there's one right down there. This is like a treasure trove of those pages. I want to check the top up here before I get that one. What do you know?
Great were the gifts of the new Dwarf King, Dane Ironfoot. Not least among them new black arrows, thrice forged, and one for each Lord of Dale.
It was then that Bard, the leader of men, did the wise and unthinkable. He broke apart the necklace, handing its gold to the dwarves, and to the elves its gems.
Alright, now let's go inside and see what we got going on.
We are most pleased to welcome you to Dale.
Alright. We are most pleased to welcome you to Dale, Lorandon. Many roads and many peoples find their way hither, and with them, of late, come the most remarkable rumors. It is said that the Dark Lord has fallen in Mordor, and that Gondor has a king. The young man glances hastily back at the woman beside him, as if afraid he has said too much. You assure him that the rumors are true, and his eyes widen. You are well spoken and worldly wise. There is a goodness in your eyes. Might I ask you to help serve Dell in a matter most suited to your virtues? We have lately weathered our own assault from the Dark Lord's forces in the form of the warlike Jengovar, coming out of the east. Their strength was broken, though our losses were great, and a remnant clings to this valley, intent on harrying what they cannot conquer. But this is not the matter of which I spoke. After the Jengovar, other Easterlings appeared. These bore not armor, but rags, not arms or battle standards, but meager satchels, with scant belongings. They came scared and hungry, and speaking of strange and terrible tidings to the east. They have gathered in some small camps in the wilderness outside Del, and I wish to welcome them into our gates. But the folk of Del have endured much in recent days, and I would know their hearts before I act. I fear that if I or my known agents asked among them, they would tell us what we wish to hear, not the truth of their hearts. Would you go among the Del folk and hear their true thoughts on these new Easterlings who have come to our doors seeking refuge? Okay, so that's our first quest here. This is so beautiful, honestly. Let's take a look upstairs, see if there's anything to discover up here. And the answer would be no. Well, hold on. Hold that thought. There's more. There's more nothing. Oh, nope, there's more. A door that I can't go through. Okay, so that was worthless. Let's go back down this way. Got a busy Saturday planned, which is unfortunate because it was a very stressful long week at work. Let me tell you, it was. I did manage to get some stuff fixed though, finally, so that was great. But super long, stressful week, and I was like, man, I need to just do some resting this weekend, but no, I've got plenty planned. After we get done here, 3 or 4 hours in the stream, I gotta go get a haircut, because my hair has gotten insanely long, and yeah, it's time for a haircut. And after that, I need to meet with some friends, because we're going to look at the heater I bought that I need to take up to the farm, put into the well house, so that the water well doesn't freeze up and bust during the winter season coming up. So there's that, and God knows what else will pop up that I have to do today.
After the slaying of Smaug, Bard's true lineage was revealed, and so he was named Bard the Bowman, the new king of New-Built Dale.
I think it's lagged. I've clicked her, but nothing's happening. Let's try it again. There we go.
If trade's good, then so am I.
The refugees? I do not know whether they mean well or ill, but many among us Del folk trust not these new Easterlings, not in such numbers, not so soon, nor so soon after the Jengovar assault. So we're going to go around and talk to various members of Del here, just random citizens, and see what their opinions are of these people that have come here. Hopefully not bad.
Well met, friend.
These Easterlings come seeking shelter and aid, yet why have they come to us? Are we not ourselves beleaguered from war and strife? We have hardly patched our walls and gates which the Jengovar shattered. Jengovar raiders linger yet in the wilder corners of the valley, sapping off our trade and slowing the commerce we'll have to rebuild. You cannot help someone up, I say, while you yourself are on your knees, or your hands and knees. Well, you could try. Let's see. I think there's somebody over here. My little mini-map is showing a ring over here somewhere. There she is.
There's hope yet, if all I hear is true.
These refugees who have come out of the east speak of ruin in their homelands, but I say it is retribution for siding with the Dark Lord against the free peoples. Let them go back from whence they came and suffer their due. She is not very welcoming. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot to put my chat up where I can see what y'all are saying. Oh my lord. And, oh god, I can't believe I still have this up there. I'm not thinking today. Let's see here. Whoops. Click the right buttons. You can do it, Ferone. You can do it. There we are. We got our hello world up. Our multi-stream chat is now showing. If y'all said anything and I missed it, I truly apologize for that.
A good day to you.
I have traveled far and wide and traded many times with the men of Dorwinion. That's an interesting name. Many of those refugees who arrived in rags at our gates are from the eastern land, and I know them to be women and men of principles, learning and laws just as we are. But among the refugee seekers are others, the Chayasar? And I have never done trade with these. They are wanderers, I am told, with no writing, building, or craft. Alright, who else do we have? There's somebody over here.
Here we are, then.
What do you know of the Chayasir? I'm gonna go with that. That sounds like a good way to pronounce it, Chayasir. What do you know of the Chayasir? Who are among these new arrived Easterlings? Here is what I have heard, that they themselves claim they dwelled here by the long lake once, and have returned to claim it as their own. Even if their tales be true, have we not held this place, built it and rebuilt it again through plagues, dragons, and Jengavar swords? Let them try and claim it. They'll get naught so long as Dale stands and thrives.
If trade's good, then so am I.
They say they come in peace, but I know what these Easterlings are. Nothing but a new Jengavar ruse. Behind every tattered cloak you will find sharpened swords and shining mail. They wait only till we welcome them into Dell, when they will draw their blades and cut our throats. Interesting. The plot thickens. There's another one on that side. Okay, around this building, obviously. An amazing looking town, let me tell you. Beautiful. Alright, let's see here.
By the crown of Dale.
Those poor bedraggled souls. I've seen them and seen the sorrow on their faces. My grandmam held me on her knee and told of the sorrow on the faces of our own people during the desolation of Smog, and the hope we felt when we first returned here to Dale. If you ask me, we ought to do all we can to offer them comfort and shelter. There's a good woman right there. Let's see, we got one up that direction, it would appear. People say that, you know, this game, you know, is the graphics are ancient and all that kind of thing, and you know, to me, I look at it and I think it's beautiful. I think that the newer games are all just flashy graphics and they just don't have any soul. And this game's got soul. It's beautiful. Even the graphics being as dated as they are, I think it's absolutely amazing. I think people need to look past things like that. Always wanting the newest, best, most beautiful thing, and sometimes it's not the beauty on the outside, it's what's inside that matters more. In this game, it's got a lot of beauty on the inside. Stories are phenomenal. Let's see what this person has to say about the newcomers.
Here we are, then.
Do you know how our battle against the Jengavar was won? I do, for I was there. In truth, we thought ourselves outmatched. Dell was taken and our dear king, Brand, slain, and the king of dwarves as well. Yet we fought on, for what else could we do? So there we were, readying ourselves for death, with our swords in our hands, when the ground began shaking and the sky changed, and lo, an eagle came, and it spoke glad tidings to the good peoples of Middle-earth. The enemy then quailed before us, and we pressed our advantage, driving them before us in a great rout. What do I think of these refugees? That if we treat our guests and supplicants poorly, we are not better than evil men, and I had rather belong to the good. Amen to that. We got going on over here in the kinship. Alrighty, and who do we have online today? Let's find out. We got 4 people online in the kinship today. And if we check online status, wow. We have to go 3 pages deep into the kinship for somebody to have been offline for more than a day. We are very active over here, just to let y'all know. I am on the Gladden server. I run a kinship called Lorebound Walkers. That's what a guild is called in the game Lord of the Rings Online. If you'd like to join us, head over to Gladden, create a character, and send to one of our officers a tell. Also, the best way to get in touch with us is go over to Ferone.com, click around just a little bit, and you'll find a link to our Discord server. Get on our Discord server where you can introduce yourself in the introductions area and chat with us and decide if you'd like to join us. Alright, let's go over this way. I believe we need to do the turn in on this. Oh, okay. Shiro is watching the stream right now in kinship. I know y'all can't see that. I've got it covered up because there are people in this world that love to say things that are horrible just so they can shock people that are watching, and I don't permit that. So that's why it's all covered up so y'all can't see it. But anyway, Sharamed was saying that they are watching us right now as well. Was I not supposed to come back here and talk to him? I thought I was. I'm totally probably wrong. Whoops. Get turned around. Let's check our map. Well, it should be right here. Which one is it? It's this one. Easterlings in the Dell. What does that quest say? Complete the Refugees in Dell quest arc. Ah, okay, so we can't go back to him until we finish these other quests. So, there's something right there, isn't there? I can barely see it lit up. Aha! There it is. It's in white. You can't see that. Why would they do that? Let's change it to green. It's a little bit better to see. The welcoming of guests. Let's see what that quest says. Find the cause of the shouting. Learn how the folk developed newly around something. You should go to the location where you were heard shouting in the lower markets in the southeastern quarter of Dell. Okay. Let's head over there and take a look. Am I headed in the right direction? Totally the wrong direction. Let's go the other way. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go up here and take a right, I think. Nope, that's wrong. I'll figure this out eventually. Let's go this way. And I'm blocked by the invisible wall. There we are. Horse couldn't step over that little piece of wood. It's up that way. Why does it keep saying it's up that way when that's where... I'm not real sure. Can you get across down here maybe and then come back up to it? That's possibly what they're doing. Yeah, I think that may be the case. Okay, here we go. We'll figure this out eventually. Aha! I believe we've found the right spot. Ah. Several Dell men stand around an unarmed Easterling. I've got to tell them they're being bad. Don't hurt me, I will go. And who are you to talk to me? Peace! I am unarmed. I only asked where he was going. There's no law against that. Yeah, they're gone. Alright. So let's talk to the Easterling.
I thank you, but I took this risk upon myself.
I knew that I took a risk upon myself when I ventured into Dell, but the need was great. I thought to myself, is this not known to the ends of all roads as a place of trade? Yes, even as far as my land of Dorian? Well, it's a really hard word to say. And am I not myself a man of trade and tallies? There is hunger and need among the camps, I thought, and so I will find what has value that cannot be eaten or worn and trade it for what can. Yet alas, I have found no fellow merchants, only ill will. Now I fear I must turn back and find some other way. There will be another way, I am certain. We have come leagues upon leagues from our lands and survived greater travails than these. I figured that quest would have a follow-up. Let's check our map. Did that become available? No, it's still not available. So I think we need to go down here and do this portion. Ah, the Avanx. Defeat Northern River Avanx. And defeat Finskin. Okay, well let's go do that. That sounds like fun. We'll head out of town, and I wonder if we can like turn and go across right there. I'm thinking we can. Alright, first part is to make our way out of this town, so let's do that. It's interesting how they have milestones all over the place in that town. I haven't seen that anywhere else in the game. Let's see. That, you know, that worked perfectly. We'll head this way. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's this road? Oh, that's going to take me to the Iron Hills. We don't want to do that. I think we'll just see if we can cut across. And take this time to remind all of you that we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is not an easy task at all. I'm at 768, I believe. It was 769, but somebody decided they didn't like me, I guess. And unsubscribed. So if you would, head over to youtube.com/Ferone1, hit that little subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing at all. And you'll make me very happy. This guy's got a ring above his head. Basically, that means in this game that if you kill them, you get a quest. So, they're bad guys. We kill them, we get this little thing that pops up. Jangavar marauders lurking in the wilds, encroaching upon the city of Dell. These marauders should be dealt with swiftly. Alright, so we'll take up that quest. At any rate, so head over to youtube.com/Ferone1. It's all of it's right down there, all the links. And you can always go to Ferone.com and find links as well. And subscribe to me over there. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the like, leave a comment, share it with all your friends and family. Get everybody out there to come and watch this beautiful game. I mean, look at this. Look at the scenery. It's absolutely gorgeous. Not, I should state, not as gorgeous as the scenery that I've seen from the Philippines, though. I've seen some pictures that I'm like, I don't know why anybody would live anywhere other than there. It looks like a paradise. It's a shame for the people, blah, blah, blah. I know, right? Sharu was saying it's a shame that people would unsubscribe. Says I'm great. You are too kind saying I'm great. How amazing. I'm just somebody playing a video game who happens to stream it because I love streaming and I love playing Lord of the Rings online. And also, while I'm mentioning all this, head over to Twitch at twitch.tv/Ferone. You can follow me over there, and also on Twitter, I am at Ferone the Gnome. I stream to all three every Saturday morning from about 7 a.m. Central Time until about 11 a.m. on what I call Saturday Morning Lotro. Oh, all the people I need to get for that one quest is up in this area, because you can see there's that white outline. So let's do that before we head down to where the Avanks are. And there's a little ruin up here. I wonder what this is. Do I need these for a Slayer quest? No. We'll let them go. Keep them for another day when we might need a barbecue. Ruins of the North. We have found opened up in a discovery deed. It's the first of many to find. Oh, I need to check that. I hadn't even thought about that. Our virtues. Currently building on this one here. So I'm trying to get that extra physical mastery and tactical mastery. The passives, you see there, it tells you the top what it gives when you have it slotted in your 5 slots that are up there on your virtue screen. But underneath that it says passive bonuses. Those bonuses you get no matter if they are slotted or not. So that's why people get all of the virtues, not just the 5 that they're going to use up here. So they get all those bonuses. And right now I'm working on getting this one to come up. It's now at 10 and it will keep growing. I don't know what it tops out at. By the way, I am no expert on Lord of the Rings Online. I'm just know what I know from playing the game, and I'm not a min-maxer, so I don't go out and read all of the things about what you should do and have to do and so forth, because I just don't believe in it. I believe you play a game for fun, not for beating it. I've got to be the best. I must get all 100% of damage out of everything I hit. No, as long as you can read the story and have a good time, that's all that really matters. It's a game. You're supposed to have fun playing a game. I never understood why people go hardcore on some things like that. Now, this is probably the guy we were supposed to kill as part of this quest. I'm going to say it's not, because it didn't update anything, so I'm wrong. Just like I was saying before, I don't know everything in this game. Let's see. There is a thing glowing in that direction. If I can find my way out, of course I'm going the wrong way. I think it's going to be up here. I hate how things on the map, like this thing here, you can see that I'm supposed to be going to some sort of destination, doesn't show up over here on the mini-map. It's kind of annoying. I wish they would change that. I have to go in and out of the main map constantly to see where I'm supposed to be going. And right up here. Miss it? Whatever it is, it's supposed to be right out here. Alright, what is that? I need to figure it out. Okay, it's the one that's blinking. Jangovar Marauders. It just says defeat. So why they have this circle right here is beyond me. I don't know. Whoever set up that quest, they felt like they wanted you to go over there and look at that for no reason. No reason at all. It's their favorite spot in the whole area, and they decided, by golly, I'm going to make it to where these people go look at it, even though it has nothing to do with the quest. Alright, so we've taken care of those people. Let's head down to take on the Avanks that we need to deal with. Got on our mighty war steed so that we can go faster. Hopefully the server won't lag and I start rubber banding all over the map. Such beautiful sounds in this game. I know I sound like a broken record. I say it every time I play this game. But the audio engineers, they are top-notch. Absolutely top-notch. Alright, so that looks like another area I'm probably going to get sent to for a quest or something. And I want to do that. But at the same time, I want to get this other quest done for the Avanks. What I want to make sure of is that I can get back up here, that this isn't a sheer cliff. And it's not. Okay, we're good. So down here somewhere is going to be the Avanks. I almost squirreled back there. I was like, oh, new area. Gotta go look at this new area. And it's like, nope, nope. Stay on target. Stay on target. That may be... I think that's not too sheer. I know, you know, in normal life you'd be like, well, anybody can go up that. Yeah, but in Lord of the Rings Online, sometimes things that look like it's perfectly normal to go up, it says is too steep. So out here, we should find some Avanks that we need to deal with. Eventually. Finding everything but Avanks. We got a remote quest that has popped up. You have encountered the aggressive Urdar roaming on the outskirts of the Dalelands. The evil man patrols with his pets. Alright, so we need to deal with them as well. Oh, no we don't. That is what's called a war band. And I do believe he would destroy me if I was to try to fight him right now. So we're going to just untrack that quest and continue on with what we were doing before, and hopefully he won't come back and kill me, but usually they will. And I missed. It was a swing and a miss. Alright, let's mount up, see if we can find these Avanks. I can't believe I haven't found any yet. I'm not seeing any red dots come up on my mini-map until after I pass them. Which makes me worry. Makes me think that I'm not where I thought I was when I was on the War Steed, which is what happens when the server starts lagging. And if you keep going, eventually you find that you're nowhere where you thought you were. And sometimes you find that you're already dead by the time the server is caught up to you. So that was a little worrying. That's why I jumped off of it. At any rate, we found the Avanks. Take care of 10 of these. Uh-oh, lag. The lag monster has found us. Ah, there's the named one we need to take care of. Just realized Elvis isn't hanging out around here. He must be off sleeping somewhere right now. We need more Ivex. It should be all over this area. And once again, finding everything but an Avec. Found one! Oh, that's scholar crafting. I don't have that on this character. There's one. Good Lord, I can't see anything. Couple more here. Alright, that took care of that quest. We can head back up to Dell. What we're going to go ahead and do is use our return. In fact, we'll use our one that we just got. Woo! I don't have to return to one of the milestones. I can actually return using my ability that I finally got to buy. It's the small things in life that make you happy, right? Alright, so let's go turn in these quests. If I can figure out how to get around this town. Yeah. Oh, there's a guy right there.
Beg your pardon.
I see you were successful. Here is your pay. Ready to hunt a deadlier beast?
By the dragon's shadow.
Next, I suggest you track down the notorious chicken thief, Snowfell the Lynx. She is quite the successful hunter with many children. Unfortunately for her, lynx furs are quite valuable and the people of Dell would like to keep their chickens. She'll be harder to find than Fenskin, but the pay is good. I doubt she'll be hard to find because I will hit the M key to bring up the map and it'll tell me exactly where she is. Where the heck, what's that? There it is, right there. Dangerous Game Lynx. So it's that area up there. We gotta go take care of some lynxes, and you can see that little spot there is where she's gonna be at. So let's go hunting for lynx. That's a beautiful little stream. It's already been 45 minutes for this stream. I can't believe it. Time really does fly when you're having fun. Hey, there's one of our pages.
The Battle of 5 Armies, it is called. But there were only 2 sides in that hour. Elves, men, and dwarves against the throngs of evil. Until the eagles came.
Alright, let's see here. Up in this direction would be where we're headed. Is that not? It's going to be part of a quest. It's not actually a harvest node. By the way, now that I'm thinking about it, here in a couple of weekends, there won't be a Saturday morning Lotro. Because 2 weekends from now, I'm heading up to the farm for a weekend to work on the well house I was talking about, putting in the heater. So I won't be able to stream that weekend, so just letting y'all know ahead of time. I'll be up on the farm in my RV. Beautiful nature, far away from human beings. At least bad ones. And working on putting a heater into the well house and probably doing some work on the land on my tractor. I love my tractor. Unfortunately, I am, well, not unfortunately, it is fortune, but I'm a programmer for, that's what I do for a living. And the farm is my grandparents' old land that they worked back in the day. They're all long gone in heaven, and the house and the barn and everything's been gone for 50 plus years, and I'm trying to restore it. Get it going again. I've got electricity out there. I had a water well drilled. I have I've got one of our lynxes here. Sorry. Squirrel. Bought a tractor a year ago, I think it was now. Start learning how to do things. Haven't got a house yet up there. That's what we use the RV for. I have to keep that in the tractor in storage until I go up there. Because, you know, you can't leave those things out. They would disappear. But one day I hope to have the farm completely going. Have some cattle out there. It's a long-term goal. Oh, what is this? that you have a great life outside of Lotro. I am blessed. Honestly blessed. I mean, that being said, I mean, all of my family's pretty much gone except for my brother. So, brother and one uncle is left. But in the way of life, I hate to say material things because I'm not a material person, but along those lines, I am blessed. The Lord helps a lot. Somehow we have missed our named Lynx here somewhere, but we will find her. She's not going to elude us forever. Who knows, maybe this Saturday when I'm up on the farm, maybe I'll do a little streaming of the farm. I don't know. Y'all might like that. You might not. I don't know. I know one thing. There's nothing nicer than being out there, you know, a weekend night. Beautiful open sky. Stars sprawling all across the sky. Unlike you see anywhere near any city. People don't know that grew up in cities what the sky is like. When you get away from all the light pollution. It is incredible and it's beautiful. And just sitting out there on a nice peaceful night, sky open above you, no clouds, and a fire going, sitting there, and you just drinking your coffee, tea, or whatnot, and just enjoying nature. It is incredible. It's beautiful. It's the thing people miss. They grow up in cities and rural areas, or non-rural areas, and they have no idea the beauty of the world. There's more to life than your 9-to-5, people, trust me. God intended for you to do more than to wake up and go to work and come home and pay your bills. Where is she hiding? So it should be straight in that direction. I'm wondering if there's a cave over here or something that I'm supposed to go in. Or if I was just blind when I came across here at first. There's another lynx. We need those. You know, he did say she's more elusive. I wonder if she's invisible. She's hidden and you gotta come across her. That might be. Yep. That's it exactly. There she is. Couldn't see her until I got close. She's a tough one, let me tell you. She fought well. But she will steal the chickens of the people of Dell no more. Because we must have chicken. Alright, so that takes care of that quest. Wonder if we shouldn't just go on over here to see what this is. I got a feeling that's going to be the start of a big quest hub, but since we're so close, we might as well go take a look at it. Yeah, it's what I thought. That's the entry to the big dwarven area. Erebor. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Aha! There's what I need right over there. A milestone and the stable master. So, we no longer need... Well, hold on. I was going to say we don't need this Dell one. But the recall thing I have is a very long recast. So, yes, we need to keep the Dell. I almost made a mistake there. We'll replace this one.
Well,
Hey! Thank you for the follow! Brilliant TV, I greatly appreciate it.
The Cold Drake, Vaethug Wintermind, slayed both King Daeon the First and his son Thror. Their great kingdom was lost, and we fled again, tears in our eyes, to return north no more.
Take a look around just a little bit, see if maybe there's some other pages around here to help with that deed, or I should say quest. They actually treat those as quests, and I think they I would have thought they would have made those deeds for getting these pages, because you know you only have so much room in your quest tracker for these kinds of things. It seems more like a deed thing.
To Erebor from Mirkwood we came, armed, righteous, bent on reclaiming what was ours. I do not like to think what might have happened if true enemies had not appeared.
Let me do something. I think the voiceover volume, oof, that's it. It's all the way up. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Does the when y'all hear the voiceovers, the narrator, is it loud enough for y'all to hear? Because I can make some adjustments, but it means I have to lower other things and increase the main volume. Dusty page, right over here.
In a time of quiet, when the new king, Daeon the First, thought all safe, when the men of the Eotheod were off at war, then the dragon struck, and much was lost.
Lots of pages here.
Over that cursed necklace, blood was nearly shed that day. Truly it may have come to blood thereafter, had not the dragon come and scattered the dwarves far from Erebor.
So the quest that brought us here, I can see him on the mini-map over here. Let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. Oh, that's not what brought us here. That's the war effort. I don't really do those. Not that I wouldn't, but it's just one of those things. They try to get you to do the big battles. I mean, you know, they're going to keep showing up, so let me take them and just untrack them. So they'll stop showing up on my mini-map.
Have you come to heed the summons to war?
Those NPCs are like everywhere that you go. So if you don't take their quest, they'll continue to show up for you everywhere, and you think that you're supposed to go turn in a quest or something, and it's literally just them saying, "Let's go to war! Come do the battle stuff! Yar! Do the battle stuff! You know you love the battle stuff. Please come do the battle stuff, please! We worked hard programming this. Don't make it look like you don't like it." Here's Gandalf.
At last you arrive. I have been waiting for some time.
Arthur arrived before you did, and he told me all about your exploits in Lake Town. Perhaps if you spent less time carousing at taverns and more time riding, you would not have kept us waiting so long in the cold. The wizard's tone is gruff, but his eyes sparkle merrily. You and Arthur are not the only recent arrivals to the Lonely Mountain. You will find a number of old friends inside, each of them brought hither from concern. Find them on the way to the throne in the hall under the mountain, and you may learn their purpose matches our own. One more thing, Lorandon. In these lands I am known as Gandalf, and not Mithrandir. Let it not confuse you. Okay, so that's what was up here that we had the thing on the map up there. And that is a whole nother story arc that we are going to deal with, but not right this second, because we're still doing things in the Dell.
Where dwarves toil tirelessly, dragons sleep. What dwarves have mined and wrought, dragons steal. What dwarves barter and bestow, dragons hoard. Truly, they are our natural foes.
Man, this is a treasure trove of these pages.
And like all of dwarfkind's greatest sorrows, the curse of dragons was brought on by ourselves, and cost us all we dreamed and held most dear.
These keep getting added back on here. Every time you pick up one, it's re-adding it to the tracker. So I'm just taking them back off so they don't take up spaces and knock other quests off of the tracker. But they will come back whenever I find another page. Alright, now that we've done that, let's head down to Dell to do the turn-in. Bum ba bum. And I slam right into the back of the statue. Let me see. This road, take a left up here. We'll be right on our way to Dell. Watch that last step. It's a doozy. We'll be fine. Walk it off. Put some dirt on it. Whoa! There's a page hidden right there in the water. I went right by this earlier and didn't see it.
And then the dragon came. Fire and ruin did Smaug rain on Dale and Erebor, for he had set his heart upon the riches under the mountain.
Makes me want to go back and watch the Hobbit movie again. Which I likely will. Hold it. What's this old chest? What is that? Is that just a treasure chest? What we got here? Huh. So it's just a chest. It's what this area is using as like a lootable chest. I thought maybe it would be something for a deed or something. But it's all good. There's the rubber banding I was talking about. And now I'm stuck behind a wall. Hold on a second. There we are. We're out of it. How am I supposed to drink my coffee when I have to use both hands
by
to move
water
around?
or by road, as they say.
It seems that crafty cat has finally met its match. Good work. Ready for your next challenge? Sure.
Hail, traveler.
Many people underestimate the moose. It is a large plant eater lacking intelligence. Do not be fooled. An angry bull moose is a threat to any grown man or woman. One especially large moose, Oakthorn, has been known to even charge at caravans as they travel along the roads. See if you can hunt him down. Alright, let's see. Holy moly, so all this area you can kill mooses in. Mooses, moose. I wonder what's the multiple of that. Anyway, I can see it's right there. You can just barely see it's a different, it's a ring, but it's the same color as everything else. That's where our named moose is going to be. So let's go find him. That's lag. Let's get off of this war steed. I say it was about to get worse. So we'll just go ahead and get off of it, get on an ordinary one where we don't have that weird lag shooting back and forth thing going on. Hey, there's a moose right there. It keeps on interrupting my coffee drinking. Oh well. Hey, that's the named one literally right there walking by us. Alright, so that makes life easy. Well, he is a big boy, isn't he? There we are. Alright, we gotta take out some more. Hey, there's one of those hidden treasure caches. That's what I thought the other thing was going to be. Alright, these are hidden all over the world. Deed bestowed. Treasure Seeker of the North. We have our first of 20 up here. I have never gotten all the treasures in any areas. I'm not one of those people that goes out and looks it up on the web to find out where everything is. I only do that when I just absolutely cannot find something. And I look at the treasure chest deeds as something that I'd rather find on my own, and then maybe years from now when I'm just trying to finish every single deed, which is impossible in this game, but anyway, when I'm trying to do that, then maybe I'll do the whole thing of looking it up to see where the ones are I've missed. But until then, it's kind of like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. And you don't want to cheat doing that. You just don't. Where's the accomplishment in that? 5 more of those. Life is too enjoyable to go around cheating everything. People that do that, they just they deprive themselves of the enjoyment of accomplishments. More Skarn deposit over here. Still surprised that Elvis hasn't made an appearance. I would have thought he'd have been in here demanding food by now. So many people watching on Twitch, or on Twitter I should say. It amazes me how many people watch me live on Twitter as opposed to Twitch and YouTube. when you get a second, if all of you would head over. Hey, thanks for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Head over to youtube.com/Throne1. Give me a subscribe over there. You can watch me on any one of the services you want to watch me on, but please help me get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's very hard to do. I need more people. I need more people. Actually, what I need is more moose. I'm assuming that is the plural, is moose. Because mooses sounds really, really stupid. There's one in the distance. Be willing to bet. And he says, are you ready for your next challenge? I bet you the next one's going to be bears. He seems to be taking me through each and every one of them. Bear or boar? One of those two. So we need one more moose. A lot of harvestables out here. Can't pass those up. Oh, he hasn't had us hunt wolves either. That's probably going to be one of them. I'd be willing to bet. Lots of wolves out here. There's a moose in the distance. There we go. Now we can go turn that in. Trying to think of what I want to eat for lunch today. Still a long ways off. It's only 8:43 a.m. here right now. Well, that's right. At 1 o'clock, I have to go get my haircut. So probably something close. Not super hungry either. Maybe by the time lunch comes around, but. Lagged. There it goes.
Pardon?
Excellent work. Glad to see you are not stomped to bits and gored by that monster's rack. I have one more challenge for you if you are prepared. Certainly. What do you need done? Whoa, we got some lag going on.
Beg your pardon.
My last challenge for you, last one, we got the last one, is legendary Aurochs named Thrumtroth the Thunderer. So I was wrong. It wasn't any of those, I thought. The people of Dell have told stories about him for generations. The sound of his charging hooves is said to bring on storms. His horns are sharper than spears. His hide is thick as plate mail. I doubt any of that is true, but I did lay eyes on a massive Aurochs myself. That's interesting the way he says that. A massive Oryx. Anyway, with the biggest horns I have ever seen. Bringing down such a beast would make the hunter a legend unto himself. Are you up for it, Lorandon? Of course. Let's do this. He's going to be right out here, basically where we were at. So let's go take out some Oryx. Or arcs, arches, or I don't know. Aurochs. How would you pronounce that? Arcs? Aurochs? Aurochs. I call it Aurochs. So it's literally in this direction, so we'll just go across the stream here. There's an arc. Okay, so it's the bulls, the cattle. Man, I really thought it would have been a wolf or something more menacing. I can't believe this was the last one they sent me on. Oh, we got somebody chalking up here. That's Rabadob. I love this game. Is the new update coming out next week? Actually, yeah, we're in November. Holy crap, October's over. I just realized that. That's right, we just went through Halloween. Yeah, we are officially in November, and I believe it is this week that the new expansion comes out. That is level 150 content. Of which I don't, well, I was about to say I don't have a character at 150, but I do have a hunter that I use the 150 level Valor on that came with the expansion, but I don't really play him. I just use him for harvesting, hunting, that sort of thing. This is my highest level character that I actually play the game on, and he's level 120. Not only that is he only level 120, it's not like other games where you level determines where you should go. Is it's really not that kind of game. It's a story-based game, and there is a lot of story that I have not gone through that's between where I'm at right now at level 120 and where the new expansion is at level 150. There's a lot of expansions I have not gone through. Now, if this was any other MMORPG like World of Warcraft, EverQuest, whatever, any one of them, it'd be like, oh, why are you doing that? You're at the level, go and do the newest content. That's not how this game is. This game is about playing through the stories, and if you do that, you miss 99% of what makes this game special. So while I'm close and could go do some of the new stuff, I won't be doing that. I will be continuing on my path here, when you go this way, of playing through the whole storyline of the game. Just like if I'd have skipped all this, because I was already level 120 before I got out here to Lake Town and Dell and all that, I'd have missed going through Lake Town, and Lake Town was awesome. I about freaked out when I saw that I was going up to Lake Town, and I realized that that was the town in the movie, The Hobbit, you know? I was like, holy crap! It was really awesome. I loved that. There is a really cool story out there that plays out that I'm not going to ruin for anybody that hasn't done it. It was a lot of fun. I will say though, just like everything else in Lord of the Rings Online, and I'm sure that the designers at Lotro know exactly what I'm talking about without me saying what it is and ruin it for anybody else, there is a massive thing you go through in there that would have been fantastic if it was actually voiceovered, and it wasn't, and I had to read every bit of it. It was worth reading. Not everybody's going to be able to read that fast. No way. That should be changed to all voiceover, that particular scene. Like I said, you know exactly the scene I'm talking about. That's the thing with this game, is there's a lot of spoilers that you can get if you're not careful. And, you know, for people that are watching me play through the story, you know, if I'm doing it right then that's fine. You've chosen to play through with me by watching, so I don't mind you getting the spoilers, but I'm not going to just tell everybody the spoilers for everything that I've played through already. You know, if you haven't watched it and you want to play through it at some point, by all means, that's the best way. This game is full of spoilers because it's story-based. So many awesome moments. One more Orc. Can't say the name. The reason it's bothering me is because it sounds like Orc, which is a type of orc, half-orc orc thingy. I don't know what they are. Point is, they're bad people. So when I say Auroch for the Aurochs bull here, it sounds like I'm talking about Aurochs. I have trouble. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's bugging me. Things that don't matter to anybody else that makes my brain go. Okay, we finished that one up. Let's go back and talk with her. That ringing of the bell back there reminded me of, makes me think of the, the holiday Christmas area event they have going in the game eventually. It's not out yet. We just got through with the Halloween event, but the Christmas one will be coming, and I love that one. I absolutely love that event. I always play through the Christmas event. So the jingles over there, those bells, it reminded me of it.
Ah, yes.
My, Lorendon, you actually tracked down and bested that legendary beast? You truly are the master hunter. The bards will tell stories of your accomplishments for years to come. I doubt it, but thank you for saying that. Alright, our bags are filling up with all kinds of stuff. We still haven't gotten this one. So what is that part of? The refugees that, you know what? I have quests that are not showing up here. Well, not the Lost Lores. See, and that's the problem with those Lost Lore ones, the ones for the pages that keep popping up every time you hit a page, is they get added to the quest tracker, and it takes other ones that are on the quest tracker off, like a gift for the master was missing. Where is that? Whoops. Okay, so that's back over here at Erebor. So I'm not sure what this quest arc is that they're saying I need to finish. That's interesting. Turn to King Bard II, who can be found in the Great Keep in the north of Dell, and bring word of all you saw and heard among the Dell folk. I wonder... Oh, hold it. Oh, I think now I am able to go back and turn that quest in. I thought I wasn't able yet. Okay. That's my bad.
You are most welcome here.
The young king's face darkens and emotions struggle unconcealed across it as you describe all you saw and heard among his folk. He looks to you, then back to his mother in doubt. Before he can speak, a messenger appears, bowing low.
Let us hear the tidings.
I must think long on all you have told me, Lorandon, but a messenger has come with grave and pressing news to judge by his face. Let us hear the tidings, then.
Ah, yes.
My lord, there has been an incident, an outbreak of violence of some sort in one of the refugee camps. I can say little else, I am afraid, but if 'tis true, the lives of Dell folk may be imperiled this very moment.
If there has been some incident, my sword thane will quell it.
Even now, my sword thane, Athalic, is patrolling the refugee encampments to ensure that no such violence or conspiracy can fester among the Easterlings. If there has been some incident, he will quell it.
Let us err on the side of caution.
We have just heard how our people's sentiments toward the Easterlings seeking refuge are delicate at best. If some row... My God, come on, brain. I'm trying to read and it's like... If some row between the refugees has broken out... Row has broken... What is it? That doesn't make sense. Or one has gone and attacked one of the Dell folk, it must be swiftly dealt with. I deem that we should dispatch our new friend, the champion, to assist Athalic in whatever way is needed.
What have you done now, Brune?
Athalic? Now you have sent him and his fellows to go among the refugee seekers, Bryn? Did you not even think to mention this to me or to Mother? Lorandon, if the Queen Regent wishes you to go then, I, too, wish it.
We've lost much in recent days.
In market stalls and street corners, some few murmur against the dispossessed from Rune, and their talk clouds the minds of others. If you, a hero of the war and a symbol of goodness, would address those malcontents, it would change many minds among the folk of Dell. So we're getting a side quest, basically, while we're going to do this.
Bones.
The discontent of Dell folk over the new arrived refugees has not abated, Lorandon. Now angry scrawls have begun appearing on walls and doors around Dell, a bell with arrows pointing away. The meaning is clear enough to us. Will you help us wipe these defacements from Dell? Seeing a formidable and respected foreigner such as yourself doing so will strike respect or shame into our people's hearts. Come with me then, champion. I will lead you to where the incident was said to have happened and take the swiftest path. We're going to go into an instance real quick.
You'll see. Whatever unruly outbreak there was among the refugees, my sword Thana Thoric will have dealt with it before you got there.
It looks like he dealt with it all right. Looks like they're all dead. My question is, were they all bad people? Holds a weapon, yes. This Dale man died amid a struggle. Easterling was unarmed. Did this freshly shattered crate belong to the Easterlings, or was it stolen? I'm thinking the plot is thickening here. This Atheric may be killing these people and setting them up. That's what I'm kind of wondering right now. I think we're lagged. There are signs of a struggle here. Go east of the camp. East would be that way. Oh, there were shouts I heard there. Easterlings appear armed and furious. You thief, you what? I couldn't read it. Desecrator, you'll pay! You should not have come back here! You think us all unarmed and helpless? But no, I don't. I didn't actually slay them. Whoops, okay. Betrayer of trust! You should not... Oh, he's gonna still fight me. Hold back now, let us attack all at once. Really? Please, please, all of you, lower your arms. Oh, that's the guy we helped in town. This man defended me from harm in Dell. I give you my word. See?
Please, I mean no harm.
Good deeds will pay it forward. Friends, truly, this man is not one of those who aggrieved you. He is my guest, and I vouch for him. Any harm done from hence be on my head. Come, good champion. This was but a misunderstanding. They are angry and with cause, but not at you. I see doubt in your eyes. The dead of two parties lie on the ground, and you have not decided the meaning. You are not quick to judge, and that is well. Come with me then to my own camp, and we will see if you may judge slowly and justly. Okay. Let's see here. Dave Baker says, how friendly is the game for a new player? Does the story flow, or has it been washed out over the years like WoW? I can assure you that it is nothing like WoW and is extremely welcoming to a new player. And on top of that, people always talk about the fact that the community in Lord of the Rings Online is the most welcoming, friendly, hopeful community of any MMORPG out there. It is not toxic in any way like World of Warcraft and the other MMOs are. And the story is phenomenal. Now, like I've told everybody that I've ever told about coming to Lord of the Rings Online, you're going to see this from the aspect of an ordinary MMO like World of Warcraft, because you mentioned that. I'm assuming you played it in the past. The game is not about the levels, and it's not about the end game. It's not about the current expansion. It's about the story, and the story from level 1 to level 150 is all relevant. It's all relevant. When you get in and play the game, actually read the dialogue. It's not stupid dialogue like you see in WoW where they say, go kill 100, whatever these animals are and bring me back 4 hooves. It's not that kind of story. It's good story. You want to read it and you want to play through it, and you don't want to watch your levels. You want to just play the game. In fact, most people end up going into the Lotro store and buying what is called a experience canceller, something like that. It's a pocket item you put in your pocket inventory slot, and people put that in whenever they're about to out-level the area so they can keep playing through that area as if they were at that level, instead of it going all gray and the mobs just standing around drooling on themselves. That's how good the game is in the story all the way through. People choose to stop gaining experience to continue enjoying the story. So that's my big thing to tell anybody that's thinking about coming to Lotro that has played any other MMOs. It is not like any other MMO you've ever played. This is not a race to the end. Oh, let's see here. Just like I was saying earlier, I'm level 120. I don't need to be out here in the Dell doing this stuff. I could be elsewhere, but I would miss all of the fantastic story here. I wouldn't have gotten to go through Felegoth, which was beautiful. The Elven King is in there. I wouldn't have gotten to see Northern Mirkwood, which, by the way, is way more awesome than Southern Mirkwood. It is made many years after Southern Mirkwood, and it is awesome and spooky and scary looking and everything. The ambiance is amazing. I wouldn't have gotten to go down here and find out about the river elves in Lowland, and I definitely wouldn't have got to see Lake Town. Lake Town was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Just ignore the levels. It's not WoW. It is something else.
Let us share in speech together.
Here then, this is my home. Oh, not my true home in Dorwinion, which might be destroyed for all that I know, but this is as much home as I have, and you are my guest. My hearth is yours, and here no harm shall befall you. But you have come here for a purpose, and not for pleasantries. I have asked that you judge carefully what happened in the lower camp. Will you do so and hear me out? I will.
How do you know? You hear both sides.
When you haggle over the cost of goods in the market, neither haggler is fully to be believed. This we know, and yet there is a true and fair worth to the goods, and when the haggling is done, it is hopefully found. But how do you know that truth? Here, you hear both sides. Why do you not go among my people and among the Chayasir, and hear our sides of the story? The two camps are close, and when you are done, maybe you can judge the truth for yourself. It's a wise man.
My home is lost, and this is no home.
Why have we fled so far from our homes in ruin? Have you not heard of the great devastation that happened there? Some say it was a blazing fire that rose up out of the earth, consuming all. Others, a darkness coming down from the sky, 1,000 night black, red-eyed crows. I did not see it with my own eyes, I confess. They say none who did escaped with their lives. But when peoples not just of Dorinion, but beyond came, fleeing in droves past our homes, we fled too. Had you seen the terror in their eyes, you would have done the same.
My home is lost, and this is no home.
Have you heard the tale of the war in Mordor? Let me tell you, for I have heard all about it. The armies of Gondor blew their horns, and the gates crumbled before the blast. Then the Red King vied in battle, one on one with the White Sage. At their blows the earth trembled. When the Red King struck, the sky darkened. When the White Sage landed a blow, the mountain burst into flame. Though he took a grievous wound, the White Sage prevailed and claimed the Red King's crown. All the orcs of Mordor perished on the spot, and 1,000 birds descended from the skies to pick at their bones. That is what I heard, and I swear that it is true.
There is ruin in the east.
Many carts full of goods have I known from Dell, though until we fled I lived all my life in far Dorinion. Many a merchant of Dell have I known, fair of speech and manner, come down the long roads to trade with us. So tell me now, if you can, how they have forgotten us now that we are at their doors, how they have forgotten their fair speech and the hospitality with which we treated them. Tell me, when they rise in the morning, how they look their children in the eyes.
Hope? Why should I hope?
Some among us may complain of their lot, but is that not always so? So we do not lay about in a palace upon cushions of silk. Many leagues we walked, dogged by hunger, harried by sickness, robbed and beaten, and always the terror of what devastation lay behind us, never knowing whether it followed us and how fast. Here we have found food and rest for our weary feet. We have come so far. Surely we can overcome the obstacles before us. So there's going to be another... Okay, over here. Off to the left, basically.
Yes, stranger.
There is a name whispered in fear among our tents. Athalic. I told you. Have you heard this name? He and his men come among us, chests puffed out. They shove those who have not offended. They take what is not theirs. They accuse us of things we never imagined. And suppose we struck back. We are not so helpless against a handful of men, armed though they be. If we struck back, would the men of Dell believe we did so in defense? No, no. That is not the way. It's exactly what I thought was going on with Athermic.
Yes?
When first we arrived in this vale, some number of us ventured down to the river's edge, so we might wash the mud from our cloaks and fill our water gourds. There, kneeling by the cool waters, did we look up and behold the high tower of Dell, its walls and bridges and houses huddled like a herd of sheep. But no gates or doors could we see from our place on the river, as if Dell had turned its back. Little did I dream that day how true this thought might be.
Have you also come just to jeer?
We are Chaosir, and so we wander, but never so long, so ceaselessly and wearyingly have we wandered. I have seen such wonders as I never imagined. From the ruin we fled and come over high mountains. We were very near the tops when they shook mightily. We fell to our feet, all of us, and watched amazed as the snows flowed, cascading like thundering rivers down onto the foothills below. Then we came to the sea, the waters roiling and the sands lined with a great wreckage of ships. There was fire among them, and whether they came from strife among men, or great storms, or some other cause, I cannot say. We did not tarry, we went on. Over green lowlands we traveled, and then up into high dry lands swept cold by wind. There the earth had been opened up as if from a wound, and we could not see into the depths. Armies we saw, gleaming and orderly as if going off to war. Then we saw other soldiers, wounded and dirtied, wandering as if lost. Sometimes they robbed us or beat us. Other times they went on by. At long last we have come here. Our Sengamek, well, I can't say that one. Our Sengamek says that is a homecoming, and we will stay here, at least for now. And so we rest and mourn all we have lost, and think and wonder over all that we have seen. They've been through a lot.
Dismiss me not, though I'm dressed in rags.
We Chaosir dwelt in this valley once, many lives of women and men ago. So it is sung by our Sengamek, God, that's hard, Sengamek, our song mother, of how before we wandered we settled around the long lake. How long have these Dell folk lived here? If they continue to prove unworthy of this fair and bounteous, my God, this fair and bounteous land, perhaps it is they who should wander, and the Chaosir should take it back. Ooh, that's going to lead to some bad stuff, dude. I don't think you want to go there. Let's go back down here and talk to this person that gave us that quest. Ooh, and I seen something up there I need to go click. But first, squirrel, we must get some ore over here. Alright, I see this up here shining. And what I say in an MMORPG, if it shines or sparkles, click it or kill it. There's only two options in an MMO when it does that. It's lagged, but it'll show up eventually. I think it's lagged. Maybe it's not lagged. Maybe that was it. Okay, that was it. It just didn't bother to tell me that I had gotten another part of that deed. Alright, let's move on. Take the shortcut down the side of the mountain. And go back over here for some more ore. I stopped for ore. Let's see, we are going on 1 hour and 45 minutes in this stream. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. I know I'm having a great Saturday so far.
Every night we hear the howling of wolves.
You have spoken with some people in the camps. Good. But before you judge the truth, I would ask you to witness the dangers we face out here. Every night we hear the howling of wolves, and betimes they grow bold and attack. We fend them off with fire and bow as we may, but always we see the form of a great grizzled pack leader beyond our reach. Tungvaka, we have begun calling him. Defeat him, and the wolves would surely lose their boldness and keep away from our tents. I think you will find Tungvaka among his pack, down in the ravine east of here, among the trees. Now we're going to go take out the wolf leader. I knew we would do that eventually. And it's where is it there? Hold on. What is the name of the quest? Tales of the Traveled. That's going to be this one. So I see it blinking. I don't see a spot where the named one would be. Let's read the quest. Should find and defeat the wolf pack leader and a number of his pack to stop them, something blah blah blah. Where does it say it should be? There it is. The wolves can be found south and east of the refugee camp hills. Okay, so they're not really saying where he would be, but south and east of the refugee, which is technically over here. I think it's showing all of this area because there's wolves in all of this area. But south and east would be this spot, right over that way. So let's go look this way over here first. Yep, there's a wolf. There's a couple of wolves. Oh, thought he was done. I'm going to take a wild guess that the named one's inside that ruins there. It just seems like an MMO kind of design decision. And I think I would be wrong. And if I could do scholar stuff, there's plenty of scholar harvesting nodes there. But I can't. Aha! Tungvaka is right over there. How many more wolves? Have we gotten all the wolves? Oh, we have gotten them all. Let's try our war steed, see if the server is settled down enough for us to use it. As we get closer to noon, I'm sure that the lag will get worse on the server, unfortunately. How do I get around this to get up there? Is there a path? No, there's not. Let's go back this way. There we are. We made our way back to the camp.
You have done a great good. But Komusi, what has happened?
Tungvaka is defeated. You've done a great good, but here is Komusi. Komusi? Komusi. He just said it and I didn't listen. Your face tells me the tidings are not happy. What just happened, or what has happened?
Greetings.
Terrible news, Ankarvo. Several people from my camp went down to the river, Sengamek, Tura among them. There, Jangovar scouts surprised them and took them hostage. Do they think we have wealth? Whatever did they hope to gain? Oh, Lurandin, we are able enough to defend ourselves and our own, but we are common folk, and the Jangovar are hardened soldiers. We dare not move against them, not if all of us marched against them. But you might. We have heard of your deeds. Would you rescue our Sengamek and people from the Jangovar? I will absolutely do that. Okay, so it's way down here, basically. I think I can go through this area here. The map's not too distinctive on where you can get through and where you can't, but we'll figure it out. We may have to swim a little ways. Oh, it's shallow, so that works. We've got a bit of time to ride down here, so if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Trying so hard to get to the next level on YouTube. I believe they call it a partner on YouTube, trying to get to affiliate. And that would be greatly appreciated if you would hit the subscribe. Over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ferone. I am an affiliate on Twitch. Please feel free to follow me over there. And on Twitter, because I stream live on all three at the exact same time every Saturday morning for Saturday Morning Lotro. Over on Twitter, if you would, give me a follow and share my link to this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Then when you're done with all that, head over to Ferone.com, my website that needs a lot of work, even though I work in the industry. I don't work on my own website. And I told you this place, we were going to come back to this eventually, and it's exactly what it is. Over there you can find some links and stuff. It's not a pretty site, but I'll get it fixed eventually. As well as link to our Discord server where you can get in, introduce yourself, and chat with the kinship, and get into our kin here on the Gladden server. I run Lorebound Walker's kinship on the Gladden server. Alright, we have fully squirreled. Let's get back to the game. The Jangovar encampment of Urushiba okay, has been nothing but trouble for the people of the Dell Lands. Destroying the siege equipment and banners in Urushiba should help push the Jangovar out of the Dell Lands. Okay. Ooh, yeah, server's lagging a little bit now. Oh, I see a banner there that's glowing. So let's click on that. Probably another quest. Oh, well, how dare you? There we are. Now let's go back down here and do this. Probably going to give us another remote quest I'd be willing to bet when we do this first one. Nope, we just already have that apparently. Oh, it's part of the Siege Engine quest. It's also the banners. I must have missed that. My bad. big explosion. Wasn't expecting that. God, it's still going. Okay then. I'm never good at doing the interruption ability whenever they're doing a cast or whatever. I always fail to get that done in time. There's a couple of banners over here. See if I can coax him out of there. Is he gonna come down? Aha! Tricked you! We'll race up and destroy this one. Interrupt! Ah, never can get that off. They're so fast. We need a lot more of the siege engines. I'm not seeing them. They're around here somewhere. We're going straight for the sorcerer. We're going to interrupt him immediately. I think I did it? I don't know. Yeah, he did something else to me though. Well, that's wild. Siege engine somewhere. In that direction, okay. So what's going on over here with this big tent? Because there is something in there on the mini-map. While we're here, we're going to go ahead over here. Yeah, for the love of God. We have Pura. Oh, it's a Sengmek. Senjmek. The Song Mother. Is this going to be an escort quest? I thank you, stranger, but I am not the only one taken by the Jengovar. Will you find my people and free them also? I will make my way out. Do not fear for me. I think the trouble you are raising in their camp will serve as plenty distraction. I am not helpless or unarmed. Thank the earth, and one or two posted guards shall not hinder me, I assure you. But she's going to go whoop some butts, what she's going to do. Go get 'em, Song Mother. Okay, we have something lit up on the other side. Oh, and there's more banners there. Okay, so we've got Easterlings that are prisoner all around. We need to free them. Let's head back over this way, because I know I saw a banner over here at least. And a siege weapon in the distance. server's lagging just a bit. It's not unplayable yet, so we're good for now. Two more captives here somewhere. I know I saw one of these banners to my right as well. Look, we only have 2 more to get, so it's one of those situations where there's more to get in the area than the total number you need. I love when designers do that. So, you know, go and hunt down the exact one that you missed somewhere. Okay, siege weapons. That's pretty cool. Alright, I didn't watch the first one, so I was trying to see why it made that big sound like that and kept going. And I could see it that time. Oh, for God. Well, he was annoying. Tells me that they're going to send me back to fight him eventually. So I'm not going to waste my time killing him just yet. What the heck. What if it's like one of those things where it doesn't say I need to kill him, but then I kill him and it gives me credit? We'll find out. Yep, it did nothing. Alright, we need more siege weapons, and we need to rescue a couple more captives here somewhere. I've already rescued him, and he's back! And he won't let me rescue him again! Yeah, there's one. I do love that. Oh, almost got it before he hit me. What is this? Doc Tarot. I logged at the moment. The rubber banding strong. We'll be back later. I'm going watching your stream. Two-handed LS really looks cool. Yeah, I love the two-handed sword. That's funny. Yeah, at a certain point the lag gets so bad that you just gotta go do something else for a while. It's something that we all are very well aware of in Lord of the Rings Online. If the game wasn't so good, we wouldn't put up with it. That's the whole thing. There's something over here somewhere. Come on, do something. Got him. Alright. Where's the thing I see on the mini-map? Should be like right here. Is it a banner that it's showing me? Oh, there's a person right there. How did I miss him? I think I ran right by him. We need one more captive here somewhere. I still need a lot of siege weapons. In fact, it looks like we need to go that way. Yeah. Yeah. Aha! I see it on the mini-map, and he's right over there. So we'll go release this captive. You're free! Run! Alright, the last spot for the catapults must be in this direction. And there it is. A couple of them at least. You know what we haven't done this whole time? We haven't drank any of our coffee, or eaten any of our food, or used any of our scrolls. Not that we need it, but you know, I got them there. I might as well use them. You would hit me while I'm doing that. Alright, let's finish doing that. And then our major food up here gives me 242 might. We need a few more seconds before it's available to be clicked. It's on the same timer as the coffee, basically. There we are. Alright, we're fully buffed. Woo! Now we will kill things a microsecond faster than we were killing them before. But at least the coffee allows us to run, what is it, 5% faster? No, a whole 10% faster. Oh, I can see it now. Do you see how fast I'm moving? I'm being sarcastic, but anyway. We completed the Slayer deed for the Jengavars, and we now have the advanced Slayer deed, so we have to kill 200 of the Jengavars now. And we gained 5 Lotro points. Yes, this is one of the only MMORPGs I know of out there for which playing the game and completing deeds in the game, basically achievements, get you the game currency that you can use to buy things in the game, like the expansions and stuff. Blows my mind. I've never seen a free-to-play MMO that does that, but this game does. That's what those Lotro points are. You've destroyed many siege engines and banners in the Jengavar encampment of Urshaba. Your efforts will ensure the safety of all those who dwell in the Dell lands. Okay, so we finished up all that. We probably need to go back and talk to him up there. I'm thinking it'd be faster to shoot over here to Dell and then run out there to him than to try to go back up that way. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, my straight to Dell thing is available again. We'll do that. As an experienced player, sir, what are the best crafting roles would you recommend? The world chat and Reddit recommend to have a cook role. I think cook is interesting, but with Lord of the Rings Online, basically what everybody does is they make an alt for each kind that they need, because you can have 3 crafts on each character, and since they changed it this past year to where you can choose the exact crafts you want instead of a what do they call that? Is a profession or evocation? I think they called it for something like that. That forced you to have 3 specific ones. Now you can actually choose your 3 crafts, so therefore you don't have to have as many alts, I don't think, anymore. So I would set up one alt that purely does farming and cooking. Those two go hand in hand together. And they can make all of your food stuff that you need. And you might throw Scholar into that one as well, but have Scholar on one of your other ones that actually goes around and picks up your harvest stuff. I'll get to that in a second. And you could just send it to him, so he could make not only your food and drink, he could also make your scrolls and your potions and everything, and just funnel everything to him through your shared vault. You know, easy enough. Then your main character that you're playing, you're going around everywhere and doing stuff on, there's two mentalities to this. One being setting him up as a harvester. So basically forestry, which will give you the skinning and the wood chopping. And then also prospector, which gives you the ore stuff that you're picking up, all of the metals and stuff. And then scholar as your third one, so he can pick up all the scholar items to send over to the guy that does the scholar. So that's one mentality, is using your main character as your harvester. I don't tend to do that. And here's why. So if we look at my crafting, I actually have a fourth one. This is something they added just this year, and it's not cheap. You have to buy that in the Lotro store, so if you're free to play, you'll want to save up your Lotro coins from doing the deeds and stuff to be able to get it if you want to do this. It's about, if I remember correctly, it was around $8 or something like that in real money. I can't remember how much it was in Lotro points. But you get an item that you can consume on one character that gives you the ability to have a fourth profession. And the reason I do that on this character is I like to be able to craft armor that my character that I'm playing will actually be able to use. And that, in his case, he's wearing plate mail, is metalsmith. Well, I also want to be able to make his jewelry, so he's a jeweler. But I want to be able to pick up everything when I'm going around so that I can support my metalsmith and jewelry, so he's a prospector. And then the forestry, I have that added on here so that I can pick stuff out when I'm going around and, doing all my questing, killing all that. And I can pass that to my other alts that do crafting for me. But here's the thing about the scholar. You notice I keep going by all those scholar harvestings out there, those boxes you see, and I can't pick them up. But I still get plenty of scholar harvestables, because when you go anywhere that's like ruins area or whatever, and you're killing humanoids and stuff like that, they drop a lot of the scholar stuff. I've found it's easier to get scholar harvestables by simply farming an area of mobs that drop scholar stuff than it is to run around areas and harvest the nodes for scholars. So I don't need him to be a scholar to be able to go around picking that up. But I do need prospector and I do need forestry. So I got those in there with the two that I want to actually use on my character, which is metalsmith and jewelry. And then I can pass everything else to other characters, like my lore master is a tailor scholar, and I can pass all my scholar stuff to him. He makes my potions and scrolls and everything. So you see, you just got to figure out how you want to do it. But the reason that I like to do the armor that the character is that I'm actually playing is because when you're out there and you're looking at your recipes, you can actually, look at them and it compares it with what you actually have on. That's way easier to figure out if you need to make that for yourself or not than it is to go over to an alt and look at it and go, is this actually better than what he's got on? I don't know. I need to go back and check him, and you go back and forth. That's why I like to make his jewelry and his armor on him. I don't do the weaponsmith mainly because I don't see a big benefit to the weaponsmithing. As soon as you hit level 45, I think it is, and go do the Wall of Moria quest area, you get your legendary item, which on every single class is at least a weapon and then a class item. In the case of the hunter, it's a weapon and a bow. So being a weaponsmith kind of is, I don't understand what the point of the weaponsmith is, to be honest. I don't get it ever since the legendary item stuff came out. But at any rate, that's the one that I don't do, is the weaponsmith. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, it's a guy that's like creating discontent, so I'm over there telling him to cut it out. Oh, that's right. I so squirrel just there. That was mega squirrel. I forgot that I ported back here because I need to go over here and talk to this guy. But while we're going through Dell, I'll talk to as many of these people and scrub off these hateful scrawlings as well as I go. The other thing to kind of keep in mind about the crafting and all is that until you get up to around 100 or more on your level, there's not really anything that demands it. You can pretty much just play through with your ordinary gear that you get from questing and stuff, your rewards, and be perfectly fine. You don't need to use any scholar scrolls. You don't need to use any food or any drinks to be able to do any of the content in the game, short of the dungeon and raid content before level 100, 110, somewhere in there. When you get into Mordor, it gets a little more difficult, and it's helpful at that point. And I'm sure at the end game it probably is very helpful. I use it because I have alts that make all my stuff, and I have it available, so I just use it for the fun of it. Oh, hey, y'all want to fight, don't you? Suspicious Dell folk. We lagged there. Stop seeding discontent. She's like, I'm sorry. Actually, I have no idea what she said. But this guy over here, he's egging them on. Stop it. Stop being bad. He's not happy. Let's see if we find any more as we go along here. Keep getting that one spot back there. I'm trying to check for the hateful scrawls. That's what I'm looking for. Getting rid of the graffiti. Is there anybody here I need to talk to? There's another hateful scrawl. It's over that way, and there's also a person over here. Let's go talk to them as well. Thank you for giving in good detail, Kin Leader. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate that you appreciate that. We can all appreciate our appreciation of each other's appreciation. There's one down here. And over here. I love how he's like taps his foot. There's one. Oh, and there's a person over there too. Hey, Silmar, how are you doing today? Okay, so we've got all of the people we talked to. We need more of the hateful scrawls to get rid of. And then head back over to that camp to talk with them about what we did over at the bad guys camp. Ah, there's one. Lagging, we're lagging. My coffee is almost completely gone. Ah, there we are. We may actually finish this quest. We need one more. Aha! I see it right over on the other side of the fountain. All of the graffiti has been taken care of. We got rid of it all. Alright, now let's go back out here and talk to... No, we don't want on that in town. Start rubber banding on that in town and we'll be in the wash there. Dead before we know that it even happened. Let's see. I can find my way out of town. I got a feeling I'm going the wrong way, but we can go out right over here. We may have to swim to get to where we're wanting to go, but at least I don't have to run around town trying to find the right path. Yes, we will. Have to swim. Oh, but I remember this now. This was shallow, so it won't be a problem. Absolutely. Somebody's just sending me a tell wanting to get one of their alts into the kinship, and that is absolutely acceptable. I am an altaholic. Cannot recommend because they have not completed the introduction. Ah. Alright. That's one thing. I can't invite people to the kinship while they're in the intro area. The game will not allow me to do it. Well, let's see here. I'm good, thanks. Just logging in on an elf lore master. I think I have finally decided I'm playing a hobbit minstrel, Bjorning, and an elf lore master. That's a fantastic combo there. That's me. I will get intro finished. Okay, awesome. Just yell at me when you're done and we'll get you in. Alright, our friend is up here. Just need to find our way around. We got a wolf chasing us right now, but we don't care. If he follows us all the way up here, we will dispatch him. Where are you at? Silly wolf. Alright, there is the song mother.
Oh, how I wish I could sing this memory into the weave.
There he is, our daring rescuer. I wish I could sing this memory into the weave, but alas, I cannot. You look puzzled, Lorandon, and I realize there is much I should explain to you.
Yes, it is time.
To explain the root of our recent troubles and the cause of my people's anguish and ire. That ruffian Atherlic has done a harm greater than he knows. At first he pleased himself with simply parading through our camps, knocking things over and cuffing children on the ears. But soon his swagger grew greater. He began suspecting us of imagined crimes, rooting through our belongings and taking what caught his eye. He beat any who stood in his way, then any who so much as looked him in the eye. And then one day he took what was most prized of the Cherishir, my memory cloth, or in our tongue, Billatong. That with which I sing the memories of our mothers and fathers, and of their mothers and fathers before them. At last we fought back. We knew no good would come of it, but he had gone too far. You have seen what followed, and we will not set foot in that ruined camp again. I knew Athrakar was up to no good.
I implore you, go to the young king.
The memory cloth Atharak stole is a danger to him, and not to him alone. Many lives of women and men are remembered within it. The memories are potent and hold great power. If he listens to them untrained, it may grant him strength. It may fill him with sorrow or with fury. Will almost surely drive him mad. is for the memory cloth that the Jangovar abducted me, but of course I have it not. Atheric does. As you have seen, we are not welcome within the walls of Dell, but you are champion. Implore you, go on our behalf to the young king there. Help him see the truth of what Atheric has done. Well, we just got a whole bunch of side quests.
Speak with a humble traveler.
I know from song memory that our people dwelled here once in this valley many, many years ago. And though I have no doubt the memory is true, still some part of me yearns for proof I might touch with my hand. As you go here and there around the Dell lands, would you look for traces of the Cherisher? There might be potsherds, whatever, among the soil. The memories sing of fine clay vessels, ornate patterns about the rims where we dwelled around the long lake. Will you tell me what, if you are able to find? It would mean much to me, Lorandon.
Hear me, friend.
Many are our needs, but food and warmth are first among them. There is good wood among the trees, and a blueberry we have found that is good for eating, but we cannot seem together in either. I will not beg your help in such a menial task, but any of these things you happen together would be gratefully received.
I will hear your words. Will you hear mine?
Though the pack leader is gone, wolves still harry us when we wander too far from our camps. If you would fell some more of them, Lorandon, you will scare the rest away, at least for a time. Okay, so we got a series of quests there, plus we need to go over and talk to the king. Wow, look at all that popped up. So we need to go talk to the Child King over here and do a lot of things, basically. What's our inventory looking like? We're still somewhat okay at this point. My shoulder's hurting. I have a lot of problems with this arm. Trying to get it all stretched out and stuff, but it's giving me a lot of trouble. I was supposed to go get an MRI for it. My doctor had set me up for that, but my insurance company decided that even though they pay 100% of it, they're just not sure they want me to do that. So I haven't got my MRI yet, and it's been months, and my shoulder and arm still hurt. Okay, so we need to kill wolves and stuff out here. But we also need to go see the young king. So, since we're over in this area, we'll go to the king. Oh, there's the berries. Let's get the berries while we're here. I'll reach over for my coffee and it's not there. It's official. The coffee is gone. Oh, and the firewood's right here, too. It's like, squirrel! What is that? Oh, yeah. It is what it is. It's how medicine or medical works these days, is that the money is more important than the human being. I'll never understand it, but it's the world we live in now. Okay, that's intriguing. There are a whole lot of people over there. What is this that I'm missing? Huh. Okay. Might as well mount up. Two hours and 31 minutes so far in the stream. We're going on 10 a.m. here. We got 1 hour left in Saturday Morning Lotro.
You've lost much in recent days.
Do not doubt it, Lorandon. You have changed many minds in Dell today. So that was the side quest we were doing where we were going talking to people.
Smokes, bones.
This was the one where we were getting rid of the graffiti.
Ours is an orderly justice.
Lorandon, you have returned from the camps of the Easterling refugees. What was your finding? Is the dispute settled? Choosing your words carefully, you relate what you have seen and learned, building the case against Athrolic. Justice should shield all who are wronged within our kingdom and spare none who trespass our laws. But ours is an orderly justice. He must be brought before us. And where is Bryn when he's wanted? I have so much trouble with Athelric was his man. Gamar, what do you know of the knight's whereabouts? He is seen sometimes on Wadman's Way. That is a quiet by street west of the canal on the south end of Dell. Lorandon, will you look for him there and bring him before us? Okay, and that's it. So we can't talk to the king.
Bring him before us, so that he may answer for the charges.
We will. That's funny. Okay. So my internet provider, when I was at work yesterday, I got a text message saying that they had an outage in my area and we're working on it and that it would take about 8 hours to get it back. It wasn't back last night for forever. And I ended up not getting online and playing because it didn't come back until so late. But I literally just got a text message from them saying that they fixed the issue. About 12 hours after it was already fixed, I got a text message saying it's been fixed. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, this world. You're right. How helpful. Oh, man. You can't make this stuff up. It's kind of like how every time that I start my stream on YouTube, about 10 to 15 minutes into the stream, I get an email telling me my stream has started. It's like, thanks. I wasn't aware that I was streaming. Thanks for letting me know. Actually, he's over this way, isn't he? Yeah. Somewhere around here, is he? What's going on here? I see no one like Atheric, but an old something. I don't know what that said. It went away.
Well met.
Atheric? Aye, he can be found here some days. More often than not, though. He's gone off the way of Lake Town. Uh-oh. Didn't know that, did you? For all the talk, few do. But I swear it's true. He is no man of Dell. And down on the long lake, his name is not spoken of with very much respect, I have heard tell. If you venture to Lake Town, you'll find him in the Burnwater house, like as not. Only if you do, don't mention it was me who told you. The plot thickens even more. So now he's down at Lake Town. And y'all get to see Lake Town. I'm telling you. If you read the book, if you've watched the movie, this is one of those moments.
How can I be of service?
I need to go to Lake Town, good sir. Hey, there's somebody I just ran by. I was about to reach for my coffee again, and I remembered it's gone. My coffee is gone. Phone's fully charged now. I mean, it's not much of a town, but when you see it, you're like, that's from the movie! And it's just one of those things. Not the coffee, exactly. The coffee is gone. So cool. Maybe I'm just a nostalgic nut, but I think that is so cool. Alright, so he is over this way.
Let us speak not over long.
The woman spits. Athelric. That wet fish? Aye, he was here, leering and lumping like he was too good for the wood he walked on. Well, haven't I known him since back when, and was I going to take such guff? We had words then, he and I, broke 3 good plates, knocked me to the ground, and stomped off. If I were you, I'd let him go, and good riddance. But I can see you're determined, and I think I know where he must have gone. To the old forester, Vithog, whose cabin is up in the hills west of here. That's where he'd always go in such moods, and I'll drink the long lake if it's not where he's gone now. I know where that's at. I was up there for another quest a while back. So we have a short visit to Lake Town and back out of Lake Town. Let's take a little look here real quick. Trying to figure out. That's not where he shot the thing from, is it? Or is it one of the other ones? I don't know. Where he shot Smog. Cool stories. I enjoyed playing through Lake Town. I didn't stream that one. That was on an off night, but I really enjoyed Lake Town. They did a good job on it. That and when I got it here, I got a don't know how I managed to get it, but I got a fishing deed, Lake Master, and I need all of 2 more fish to catch, which I tried all night one night to do it, and they never caught them. So I can get a couple of trophies for the house. And I still haven't figured out where to go get the sturgeons at. I had this one apparently already. You get a sturgeon group trophy. It's pretty cool to put in your house. So at any rate, let's mount up and we will go up the hill. He's going to be over here. Straight up that way. There was a short quest here coming from Lake Mountain or Lake Town that sent me up here to get something at this spot. And I thought when I went up there, I was like, well, they put some effort in this area. It's kind of odd that it's just one little thing. I go up, talk to him, pick something up, and run away. And now we're using it again. So that makes more sense. Cracks me up that you can harvest while on a horse. There it is. Men step out from behind the trees. It's an ambush. Oh well. Hold my L. Let's see how long they last. Not long. Oh, more ruffians, huh? You sure y'all are ruffians? Y'all seem more like softians. Not so rough at all. Anybody else care to jump out at me? No? Nobody? Alright. There we are. Just topping off my food real quick. There's no sign of Athalic, but you find Vithog behind his cabin. Yep, yeah, I talked to him earlier in that quest I was talking about. Still chopping on this one tree. He's been chopping on it for decades. Yes. Athalic? Yes, yes. I've seen the lad quite often lately, as a matter of fact. He takes the time from his important post in Dell to come home. Ah, but it is not me he comes for. I know the truth of it, no matter what he says. Athalic does not believe my eyes are still as keen as they are, nor does he know how little I sleep at night. He meets with his men sometimes, always serious, always gathered around I don't know what, sacks or coffers or some such. Other times he comes alone, and the man in that horrid mask appears. They never talk long. I could hardly tell you where that other man comes from, or how he goes. Makes the hairs stand up on the back of my neck to look at him. That's interesting. I just realized something. When we get done with this, I'm going to show you here in a second. I know his visits home are not to me, though I am the closest thing to family Athalic ever had. I know also he has been troubled of late, troubled as I have ever seen him. My eyes are still keen, and I see as much that is good as is stern in your face. I will take you to him. I hope you will do him some good. Ah, but what am I? I am an old man, and I'm given to worry. So if you look right down there, I didn't realize this before when I was here. Yeah, he's super close. There's Loglin right down there in the distance, you can see. Where the river elves are. It's beautiful looking. Come then, let me lead you to the place, Athalic goes. Whatever is troubling the lad, I hope you do him some good.
You have found Athalic, but I wonder, will he submit to the justice of this land? He seems to care for it only as a guise.
Yonder toward the bluff you will find him there. Okay. Athalic. It is serene here among the pines, the wind brushing through... Nah. Could not read it fast enough. My eyes betrayed me. There's Athalic, I believe. An anguished cry rises suddenly up ahead, followed by a laugh, then a growl. A man who must be Athalic stands holding something up before him. Okay. It's too much yet. I will hear more. Who are you then? What did you see? I saw you talking to yourself. Oh, but I know what you are. You're the one dogging my heels, lying... Gosh, it's going too fast. Lying, turning the queen against me. Well, I won't stand for that. Or for you. Well, I don't think you're going to hurt me. Do not think you have caught me yet. You have come far to find me. You can go a bit farther. Probably. Don't guess I can hit him. Didn't think so. You there, boys! Look sharp! We're lagged. See that? This rat gets what they're going. Coming. Come now, champions. See, I've grown strong and full of voices. Interesting. Are you going to continue, or is somebody going to fight me, or did I kill him too fast and broke the script or something? Oh boy, I think I did. I can hit him and nothing happens. Oh, goody. I want none of your justice. Okay. And off he goes again. I want none of your... Oh, it's the same wording. Okay. Some of these scripts are rather not great. They just don't work well. Alright. How are you so strong? Because I'm one of the heroes. Thought I'd become stronger than all. Can I hurt you yet? Oh, hey, I got him. Otherlick falls. A look of malice. Gosh darn it. Didn't get to read it.
What is the meaning of this?
You find the memory cloth clutched in his hands. Alright, so we got the memory cloth phone. We gotta go back and talk to Vithog. Yeah, it was a little clunky on that particular instance. Did you think I would run and hide in the timbers? I saw all, aye, and heard as well. The lad has come to a bitter end. It fills me with sorrow, but I hold nothing against you, champion. There was always anger in Athric's heart, but not such anger as this. What put that there? Ah, I may never know. I've seen much sorrow in my life, and I have never known a true cause to any of it. So, betting that we're going back over here to them, but we still have all these things to do. We need to kill wolves, we need to pick up the rune things, the pots or whatever for them, so we'll do that before heading back up here. Where are we at? Holy moly, that's a long drop. Look out below! Hopefully not too far that I die. Ah, good, that stopped us a little ways. Oh, it was lagged. We're good. Just rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine. Walk it off. I think it should be somewhere around here. That way. They knew that they were near to the end of their journey and that it might be very horrible something. I really wish they would stop that whole speed reader thing and leave stuff up long enough for people to actually read it. Where is this? Should be something right in here somewhere, but there's not. It's on the map, but it's not here. Yeah, let's go to the next one, see if we find it. Just keep hitting the button, see if we... Oh, I hit the wrong button. And see if we end up getting a target for something. That's animals. Should be one right up here. That's a branch. Oh, there's one right there. First we gotta take care of this cat. Cheshire Potsherd. Okay, 1 of 16. Over here. Of course that wolf's going to attack us, but we'll just bring him with us. There it is. Of course we need the wolves, I forgot about that. I'm going to kill 12 of them. Oh my! Oh, where's that one at? Ah, I've seen another one down there, so that's cool. We'll grab this one and go back and get the other one. So that spot is gone. Should be one this way. Oh man, now I'm tired. So much to do today after I get off of here. Oh man, I'm sorry everybody, I can't stop yawning. It's my fault. Still didn't find this one here. It's kind of annoying. Clear this and see if I find it after that. And I did. It's right here. That wolf's going to jump us here in a second. Actually, he didn't. But we're going to kill him because we need to kill more wolves. Thin them out. There it is. Harvesting as I go, just you know, to pick up the stuff, but also to clear them out so that whenever I click the button to find nearest clickable item, it can find the quest items that I'm needing more easily. Is there one down here? Yeah, it should be. And there it is. This boar is not going to be happy. Oh, there's a treasure cache. Number 2 of 20 in the area. I'm nowhere near finding all of them. So up there. So yeah, let's go back. In fact, let's go ahead and tempt fate, get out our war steed and go fast because we gotta go a long ways down here to make it up the hill and come back. We'll see if it works out for us or not. Alright, let's go ahead and jump off that mount and see if we can find any of these up here. There we are. Don't know if I want to go across that. Don't know if I'm able to make it up. I really don't think I am. Let's go this way. That's not going to make it there. Let's jump off and kill this boy. I don't think that we could make it here. I'm just trying to verify that. Aha! I was wrong. There is a way to make it through here. Okay. Let's get on an ordinary mount because I don't want to tempt fate and find myself down on the bottom of the cliff because it rubber banded and didn't know it. Alright, that's the one we need to get on the way there. Let's go ahead and take care of this wolf. I think we're getting close to our 12. Actually, we're at 5, so we're almost halfway through. We got about 30 minutes left in Saturday Morning Lotro for November, what is it? November 2nd, 2024. Hope everybody's had a great time. And I hope that you will choose to subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Twitch. And I hope you'll come back and join me every Saturday morning for some fun in Lord of the Rings Online. And always remember you can head over to lotro.com, Lotro.com, create an account, download the game, and play through 95 levels of content for free anytime. How many more of these pots do we have to find? I don't... There it is, 11 of 16. We're getting close. Still a ways to go. I'm sure that's a spam call. They're likely calling me to ask me, do I have Part A or Part B of Medicare? I get those spam calls every single day, all day long, and it's all just a scam. And you have to think to yourself, they've been doing this for years, and they never stop. So somebody somewhere is falling for this scam. Otherwise, they would stop. There would be no profit in it for them. They would stop. But the mere fact that I get those calls multiple times a day, every single day, for the past I don't know how many years, tells me that people are falling for it. Hey, Pink Katie, I really appreciate you following me. Hey, there's one over there. Oh, lordy. Man. Did we miss any? Ooh, we did miss one back there. We'll come back for it. So I'm going to continue down this way to get the others, and we'll come back for it because we got to get it before going back to do the turn-in anyway. It's up this direction, so we'll come back to it. Alright. Looks like Syl has finished the intro. Let me throw an invite. There we are. Whoops, wrong button. Two more of those. Oh, there's one right there, in fact. So I think this is another one of those situations where there's more of them to pick up than you actually need, which is great. Means we won't have to go back for that one I missed. Should be one down here, though, from the looks of it. Where's it at? Way out there. I don't know if this is for that or not, but we're going to see what it is out here. Do I have a quest yet for turtles? Nope. There it is, right there. That's not what that item was out there. Let me see. It all disappeared off the map. So yes, there was plenty of them is what it was. Let's go back up and finish our fire wolves. We need 3 more wolves. Need 2 more wolves. There's one right in front of me. That's a boar. I thought it was a wolf. I was like, we found our last one. Excuse me. Alright, let's go back through Dell and head over to the village to turn these quests in. Oh, that's right, we need to collect berries and firewood still. But it's still going to be over on the other side. I wonder, am I misremembering it? Did he shoot the Smog the dragon from Dell, or did he shoot it from Lake Town? I don't recall which one it actually was. This is why I gotta go back and watch the movie again. Oh, what we got here? Hello, what server are you on today? I am on... Glad you asked. I am on the Gladden server. I run the Lorebound Walker's Kinship on the Gladden server. You're more than welcome to come join us. And you are most welcome, Silmer. I can't get up the steps. Defeated by the steps. Hey, well, you know, we made it through town that time easily. I got lucky choosing my path. Alright, berries right there. We're going to go ahead and get on our ordinary steed and run around town to find it. My home is Landroval. I have at least a level 10 character on every server other than Mordor. The game's so fun. I could see myself having characters on every server, but I am so busy with all my alts on this server that I don't have time yet to do other servers. Although I did play on Angmar a little bit. My character is close to 50 over there. It was fun going through and killing the wraiths that would spawn. And the one event I did of the Nazgul was interesting. I enjoyed it, but I got kicked out of it real quick because there was too many people there, so the server kicked me halfway across the world. But it was still enjoyable. But I like playing through the story, and honestly, the whole Veil of the Nine thing on the new Legendary servers with the wraiths spawning and everything kind of takes away from that. Kind of gets in the way, to be honest. It seems like an event server to me more than an ordinary server, but you know, those that enjoy it, hey, fantastic. We have 24 characters on Landroval. Holy moly. I don't think I'm up to 24. Probably close. Do I need any more firewood? I need firewood. Where are those? It should be anywhere out here. Almost done with these quests. How long have you been playing? Actually, many years ago, over a decade ago. I can't remember now how long ago it was. I played the game for a short while, got up to the 20s, maybe close to 30 or something like that. Played a whole lot of like Bree Land, North Downs, Lone Lands, loved the Lone Lands. And then went back to EverQuest, which was my addiction at the time. And didn't come back until about, I think now it's been over 2 years ago I came back because I was getting bored of EverQuest after playing it for 2 decades and was looking for something else to do. And a friend of mine at work has a lifetime subscription to Lord of the Rings Online. So I was like, you know, I haven't tried that in a decade or more. Let me give that a shot. So I asked him what server he was on, said he was on the Gladden server. I went there and started brand new on Gladden server and never looked back. Been playing it non-stop for the past 2+ years. First MMO was EQ. Nowadays I'm playing Lotro and Final Fantasy XIV mainly. Yeah, FF14, Final Fantasy XIV is probably the only other MMO I know of out there that truly has the story-based thing going for it, like Lotro. I liked Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm not super into the whole Asian theming of it. You know, I can't think of what you would call that. I like the more European medieval kind of theming on these MMOs. So like, you know, the elves and dwarves and gnomes and stuff like that. And Final Fantasy XIV is is more of the Asian side of that, where you have the, I don't know what they call them, those weird looking mobs and so forth. It was cool, but I just couldn't get into it as much as I could with, like, you know, dwarves and stuff like that. I enjoy that much more. But the story's great in both games, honestly. Oh, something is following me. I guess it gave up. Alright, let's turn in all these side quests.
Ah, yes.
Wolves will fall back into the deep trees and not bother us, at least for a spell. Thank you, Lorandon.
Let us share in speech together.
You have done what I could not ask of you. Your help and humility are beyond reckoning, Lorandon.
You too have traveled far, I am guessing.
You recount the places that you discovered potsherds, whatever, among the soil. I knew it to be true, and yet somehow what you found still fills me with wonder. I may only hope that our condition improves here so that I may tour this valley and see these sights for myself. Thank you, Lorandon. Oh, hey, look at that. We made friend with the men of Dell. Deed bestowed, ally. So the next part is ally. And the one that we completed was friend. Friend to the men of Dell. That's the new title we got. And we got 10 free Lotro points for simply playing the game.
This means more than you can know.
The billeting, you've returned it to us. Ah, Lorandon, this means more than you can know. You've restored what is most prized to us. You have also restored our faith in the goodwill and honesty of Dale. You must know that the twisted, faltering strength Athelric gained from the memory cloth was a misuse. It is not a weapon, nor was it meant to be anything of the kind. It is a long song of memory woven by Sengamek after Sengamek across many lives of the Chayashir. And the song gives strength, a strength meant to sustain and bring together and give hope. In truth, I do not think many would become as Athelric did, handling the billeting untrained. I think there must have been some sour knot within his heart from long before. But thanks to you, all is right again. You may go and tell the Regent Queen in Dell that she will see no more trouble from the Chayasir. Okay, so that took care of all of that. And we're going to head back to Dell to talk to the king and his mother. That's probably not the right way. That could have been disastrous. Pink Katie said, I started to play Lotro about a month after release. I got a lifetime account. That's awesome. I wish I could have done that. The best money I ever spent in my life. I've been playing non-stop except for about a year and a half off after Mordor came out. Ah. Yeah, I did not jump on that back in the day. I missed a lot of the lifetime things that they offered on various MMOs. Just didn't think it would be worth it, and I was wrong. This is not the right way either. The ones that I did get, sort of, they weren't lifetimes, but they were the special ones, is I bought the, what was that thing called? Collector's Edition of Guild Wars 2 that has a big statue in it. And I don't play Guild Wars 2. I played it for a while. It was enjoyable, but it just wasn't that great for me. And, you know, this is just not getting me anywhere. I'm going to teleport. Then I'm looking up here where I got all my junk. And I had the Collector's? Is that Collector's? I think it says Collector's Edition of Star Wars The Old Republic. A great game that I no longer play. That was fun to play through once. Another good story game, even though it's still very MMO-ish with the whole leveling, and gearing and such. But still a whole lot of story in that game. And then the one that I don't have up there, I think was a limited edition, I think's what it was called. And that was Age of Conan that I had. All 3 games pretty much went... So, the ones I spent extra money on didn't pan out, unfortunately. Back the other way? No, this way. Before Lord of the Rings Online, I was playing FFXI, which was the game that got me hooked on MMORPGs. A lot of people played FFXI, and I 100% missed it. I did not get on the bandwagon. I missed it and tried to come in and play it many, many, many years later, and I couldn't get hooked on it. I think I may have tried it about the time that Final Fantasy XIV was coming out. I had a buddy I used to play World of Warcraft and EverQuest with that was huge into Final Fantasy XI. What was that? Is that right? Yeah. 11. And he wanted me to get into it, and I tried, and I couldn't do it. But I see that the same way as like trying to get somebody into EverQuest that hasn't played it, and you go and play it. It's hard to get into a really old MMO if you don't have nostalgia for it.
The news you bear is grave indeed.
Which is odd. It's totally different from Lotro. That's as old as Lotro gets. It's still fantastic for anybody who has zero nostalgia. That's weird how it's that way. Queen Regent and young King, listen to your account. The news you bear is grave indeed. It is troubling that Atherlic could not be brought to face due and proper justice. However, I judge your dealings in the matter honest and your course of action the necessary one. And for your service in the protection of Del, we thank you.
The fulfillment of justice has not yet run its course.
This Atherlic acted as Prince Bryn's sword thane, something like that. And so Bryn is some part and answerable for the wrongs that have come to pass. It has not escaped my notice that Bryn has been elsewhere since these developments began coming to light. No, Lorandon, I do not want your help in finding him. I know Bryn and Del well enough for that, but while I am dragging my youngest son by the ear back to this spot, I hoped you might help me in another way. Namely, I would ask you to gather some things. A gold coin of Del from the coin changers, which you may redeem in my name. Ilon Oten, otherwise known as Snakewood, from traders in the lower markets by the eastern gate, and a dwarf craft puzzle box from the upper markets. And she's going to reward us with some gauntlets. Let's see, they are the same armor, lower might. Okay, it's defense basically, whereas the other one is my like attack stuff. Does it have any kind of different look to it? Nope, it's the same one that we've already gotten in our wardrobe from the last one. We probably will not be putting that on, but we'll get it anyway. Let's see what the other look is. The medium look and the light look. May take this one, honestly, since I'm not going to put it on, to put in my wardrobe. So let's see here. We'll hit accept. That's it for this area here. We've got 12 minutes left in Saturday Morning Lotro, so we'll go ahead and see if we can finish this one last quest for the day. Check that one more time. Okay. Always have trouble getting my horse to go over this this spot right here. It fights it, so I'm just going to get off the horse and go my own way. Oh, okay.
Good day, traveler.
A puzzle box for the Queen Regent. Here, this is my finest. Take it with my compliments to Her Majesty. Okay, we got the first item. So I see one more spot. It's over this way, apparently. to my right? I don't know. I think it's actually through here and to the right. Yeah. Somewhere in here. There it is. Snakewood. Okay, we got the snakewood. Collect a Dell coin from the banker. Don't know where the banker's at. I turn off all the other ones. Yeah, we're just going to find the vault. I'm not sure where that's at. We'll have to run around until we get lucky and find it. Wonder if any of this tells me up here. It would seem that it doesn't. Very unhelpful. Does it say in the quest, maybe? Collect from the banker in the Dell Crafting Hall. The Crafting Hall. Where have I seen the Crafting Hall at? I think that was close to the starting area, or was it over here? Dell Folk House. Let's try that. This would not be it. Sorry for interrupting your time there. Does this door open as well? No. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed what you said there. Pink Katie said, EverQuest was the first MMO that I tried. Played it for a few hours before I quit. The only reason why I quit was because this guy was stalking me in the game and begging for me to marry him. Oh my god. There are some weirdos out there. Definitely, you gotta watch out for them. Looking for any place I can actually go in. What's this here? I'm getting pushed by somebody. Ah, my brother has brought me breakfast. Angrily threw it on my desk because he was so mad that he helped me by getting me breakfast. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, your cat puked all over your chair.
He did what?
Your cat puked on your chair.
Oh, that's fantastic. Apparently Elvis has puked on my chair in the living room. And I'm being told more stuff. Yes. Okay, whatever you said. Was not expecting breakfast, but apparently my brother went and got breakfast at lunchtime. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. In fact, I should probably go clean up the cat's mess real quick. So I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, Furball creator. Tell everybody that you're sorry that you went and created a furball so that I'd have to go clean it up. I know. My poor baby. He's done. He doesn't want anything to do with us. Big old fur machine. Alright, let's see. My cat likes to scratch all of the furniture with her paws once she goes over the rainbow bridge on festive new furniture. Oh my god. That sounds like my old cat. She was so adorable. But one Christmas I bought myself a brand new chair, much like this one I'm sitting in here. I was very happy about it. And then I went to work one day. Came home from work, first day back at work after Christmas. She clawed the crap out of it when I got home, and I was so unhappy. Yeah, that was a bad day. But I loved her dearly. And I forgave her eventually. But oh my god, I was so mad at her that day. But no, this is Elvis. This is my Maine Coon. He's my baby. He's at least 20 plus pounds. I haven't weighed him in a good year or more. Need to take him to the vet and get his shots and have him weigh him and see where he's at now, because he is massive. Where is this crafting hall? It's a Dell Folk House. I don't understand these Dell Folk Houses. Is that just people's homes? Is that what it is? That's exactly what it is. I'm going into people's homes. Okay. I have figured it out now. There's got to be a crafting hall here somewhere. I think I found it. Somewhere. Oh, yeah. Here. We found the crafting hall.
Well met.
In the Queen Mother's name, of course. Here you are. Okay, now we can go back over to the Queen and see what's up. Honestly, shouldn't be drinking soda, but my brother got it, so I'm going to drink it.
Bryn, attend to me, then I speak.
Here, Bryn. Our friend Lorandon has come bearing Bryn. Bryn, attend to me when I speak. If you do not wish to be treated as a child, you must not sulk and act like one. You have exercised our authority, name, and coin upon a man who has done harm to the very substance of Dale. I do not charge you with more than errant judgment, but I do insist that you understand what harm has been done. Would you, Lorandon, present us with the item from the upper markets? What do I do? Dwarf-made puzzle box.
You'll recognize this manner of toy.
Bryn, no, I see from your face you would fain forget. Yet I recall you begging me for one every trip through the market not 3 years past. Its design is truly ingenious, is it not? Have you ever considered, however, how it came to be? They are as common as cobblestones in Dell, and ever beloved of children, but in truth they are guests here whose story spans leagues. Indeed, it was not fashioned within our kingdom at all, but in Erebor, by some nimble-fingered dwarf. And with what did he craft it? Lorandon, would you present us with the material you found in the lower markets? I see where she's going with this.
Do you know in what forest snakewood grows?
Ilanotun, or snakewood, is beloved of carvers far and wide, for it is strong, handsome, and easily worked. Do you know in what forest snakewood grows? Nor do I, save that it lies far to the east, though perhaps not so far as Rune. It was introduced into Dell's lower markets by an Easterling trader, not so very unlike those poor disposed souls who make camp across the river running. What, one might ask, has Dell to do with any of this? Lorandon, will you show us the final item?
Hail, traveller.
The coin you paid Athalic to strut about as your sword thane came, of course, from our coffers. Most likely entered them from a road toll upon the Easterling trader, as merchant as merchant stall fees from our clever-handed dwarf, and any number of other levies made upon the commerce of Dell.
He swore to me! He swore!
Enough, mother! You need not go on so, nor did you need a mummer's act to make your point, which is plain enough. Dell thrives on trade. I cannot count how many times you have told me so. You have told me, too, that that Dell's livelihood needs protecting, and that is the very reason I had Atharic. But how could I ever have known how things would happen across the river? It cannot have been Atharic's fault, no matter what you say. At least he never would have started it. He swore to me. He swore. And how you and Bard cannot see how these throngs of dirty, tattered, disposed threaten that, but with more of them pouring into our vale day after day, I see by your face I will not be heard. No man's death is on my hands, that is all I will say. He's his butt beat.
All the kingdoms touched by our roads are not strangers but kin.
If all you take from my instruction is that the trade is vital to Dell, you have understood nothing. These dirty disposed, as you call them, are buyers, sellers, and guests of Dell. All the kingdoms touched by our roads are not strangers to us, but kin. Calamity in their lands is hardship in ours. You have come to think as the Jangovar do, and so you become as they are, seeing a wolf disguised in every sheep. You will find neither peace nor profit thus. I see, however, that it will impress nothing more on you at the present. You will go across the river yourself, bearing clothes and provisions to the refugees. Until you do, you are in my ill favor, and all coin and privileges are from you withdrawn. You must forgive us, Lorandon, for subjecting you to this scene. I hope you will take not as a slight, but as a sign of the trust and favor you have earned in Dell. No thanks would be enough for the good you have done, and you will always be welcome here in Dell.
This would have gone better if you had heard her out.
Oh, Bryn, this would have gone better if you would have heard Mother out and nodded your head. Why must you always increase your troubles when you might lighten them? So again, we're going to take the light one to put in our wardrobe. finish that. Let's take a look over here. Hopefully we have a slot available in our wardrobe. It's taking forever to come up. The server's lagged. We do not have a slot, but I've started realizing something here lately. When I first started doing this, I put a bunch of stuff in here, and not all of it is anything that I really care about. It was just the fact that it was available, so I put it in there. So what I've been doing lately is, like, I can't stand the look of those boots, honestly. I don't think I use it on any character, so I'm going to click it and hit remove item. And there we are. Now we have another slot available. So I'm going to put these in here because I may use those on one of my characters at some point. So now that's in my wardrobe. Let's continue on.
There's hope yet, if all I hear is true.
After careful consideration, we have decided to allow the Dorwinian and Chayasur who seek refuge into the city. Some have chosen to remain in their camps across the river, and this, too, we shall permit. My concern is for those we have welcomed within our walls, however. Will you go among them and see they are faring well and being treated as guests should be?
Well met.
Lorandon, do I have that right? The merchants of Del have watched you in your service to Del, and we have noted the good impression you have made on the folk of Del. Indeed, the impression was strong enough that we feel your very presence in Del's markets would do much for commerce. In fact, if it were not too much of an imposition, might we ask you to go about Del's markets, salute some merchants, talk to those buying here and there? Okay. So that's our next set of side questage, or questage either way. I like the look of that shield. That's nice. And we are at 11:07 a.m. We are beyond the time for Saturday Morning Lotro. This is where we are going to call it. I hope everybody has had a fantastic time here with me for Saturday Morning Lotro, and I hope you will join me again. If you would, on Twitch and Twitter, please hit the follow, like, whatever, share, let your friends and family know. Get them all over here. Get them over here to enjoy Lord of the Rings Online with me every Saturday morning. And then everybody, please go to youtube.com/Ferone1. Again, it's all right down there. And hit the subscribe for me. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 7 something. We were at 769 and somebody unsubscribed because they hate me, I guess. I don't know why. And it went to 768. So please head over and subscribe to me. Help me get to 1,000. It is such a hard thing to do to get subscribers on YouTube. And then head over to Ferone.com. You can check out my ugly website that'll eventually make better. And you can find the link on there for our Discord server, where you can come over and introduce yourself in the introductions area and chat with us and decide if you would like to join us here on the Gladden server. I run Warbound Walker's Kinship, and you're more than welcome to come and join us. That, my friends, is going to do it for Saturday Morning Lotro this November 2nd, 2024. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome, and I'm